Good morning, everybody. I am on a walk with Meeko, our husky. He is nearing the end of his training, which of course means he's working with me now. And look, completely off leash on our walks now. This is actually one of the first times he's worked with me. Josh has done a lot of work leading up to this, especially on the heel command. He came pulling like crazy. Okay, so he's not pulling like crazy anymore, but then it came down to that last inch. We've talked a lot about it, where he wants to be here, we want him to be here. So we are being very clear with our expectation of, we want your nose behind our leg. Okay, I'm gonna give you a couple moves. So I'm gonna pressure on, pressure off, okay? Very clear expectations and boundaries of, when you are here, you get good boys and pets, okay? But when you cross the line, pressure on, pressure off, okay? That's gonna keep him holding himself accountable for staying in that spot rather than us constantly trying to nag him, okay? So pretend there's like a circle right here. It's next to your left leg and slightly behind that his head should be in. If it leaves that circle, too far to the left, too far back, behind my legs, too far forward, even nose to the ground is leaving the circle. That's when the e-collar turns on. You can use your beep, but you can also use your stim. Okay, and look, after a couple reminders, he holds himself there. No leash, look, no leash, and you can really see in the shadow how far behind me he is. My favorite move is the stop short. So if you feel like he's being pushy, right, and you've clicked a couple times and he keeps pushing ahead, what you want to do is speed up your walk on purpose. You're going to stop short. If he shoots past you, which he will if he's not paying attention, press and hold. Okay, like that. He's paying attention, so it does not give me reason to do that, but these pace changes are my favorite thing because it's so clear to them. Hey, your head shot past my leg, correction, goes back, no correction when he's paying attention. The other thing is the heel tap, which is while you're walking, I'll click right there for sniffing. Okay, you really don't want to start to allow sniffing on the walk. He can do that on his break time. The reason being is once he starts sniffing, it's going to lead to pulling. It's going to lead to walks being the order. So I'm clicking for all of this, okay? Silently. Silent clicking until he stops, and then I release. And we keep going. Clicking. All right, now I'm going to raise my number, okay? So I went from a 13 to a 24 because notice he kept sniffing. After I corrected him, he would go back at it. That's a sign that your number is not high enough. Okay, so back to my moves to keep the dog in heel. The heel tap. Boop. So as you're walking, you bring your heel to like the center of their chest. If it makes contact, click. And it's very gentle. Okay, and that kind of gives a physical boundary right here, not to cross. Okay, good boy. There's the use of my tone. He created a little bit too much space, so the tone helps him close the gap. Let's go to the shade. We're gonna work on our stay and recall. Sit. Good boy. Good job, buddy. So handsome. So of course he can sit when we stop. No. Click. He can stay. If he makes a mistake, it's going to be N-O. Click the remote. He puts himself in a down. That's even more committed. I like that. And we can do what we call proofing, which is adding distractions, correcting if he makes a mistake, and that makes the command reliable. That means, oh, we've proofed it a ton. Now we can bring it out into the real world. Take him places, not have to worry he's unreliable with his commands. All right. Try a recall here. Come. Tap the tone. Good boy. Sit. Oh, you are so good. You've earned it. Let's give him a release. Break. Yeah, bud.